sleeping in the villa, sipping from a Grammy, walking in the building, diamond in the ceiling, marble on the floors, beaches out the window, peeking out the window, baby in the pool, Godfather goes, only Lord knows I've been going hammer, dodging paparazzi through the cameras, eat it for $4, Brock wearing sandals, yoga on a Monday, stretching to November, watching all the snakes, curving all the fakes, phone never own, I don't conversate, I don't compromise, I just penetrate, money, these are the breaks, these are the times, level number 9, look up in the sky, tennis on the way, sinners on the way, I got winners on the way, you ain't without a on your belt, you ain't without a ticket on your plate, you ain't sick enough to put it on yourself, you ain't rich enough to hit the ladder skate, tell me when destruction gonna be my fate, gonna be a fate, gonna be a fate, peace to the world, let it rotate, money, yeah, 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 yeah. Starts with a feeling, and you ride it like a wave, crashing so the sparks can come together. Don't need a reason why the universe was made. It goes on and on and on and on forever. And it's a long flight on this battle star where we fight for love no matter where we are. Oh, 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 oh. And there's a big bang in this universe, and it makes me feel like the gold.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Carr's Raiders going up against Kaepernick's Cardinals.
Okay, Larry, first opened in 2006. Here's a look inside University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Arizona Cardinals. His first carry, and he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Carr to throw on second down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick, and I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Come on, let's go!
A handoff as they run the counter play. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Come on, let's go. 38.
To throw, Kaepernick. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And he didn't get it there. No, it's no good. Just shy of the crossbar, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. To throw his car. And this is a rocket pulled in by Cooper, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. Shotgun now for Carr. And he finds Carr. And he takes it down deep into Arizona territory. And now a first down following that long gain. Into the red zone, it's Carr. A right side catch by Crabtree. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Washington on 3rd and short. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. From the 2-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. They come up in an offset eye. Try to pound it in with Washington. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 2nd and goal. Defense digging in again here. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Here's Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
So conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Mario Edwards. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Lets it go for Nelson. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A big gain of 39 on 3rd. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
Here we go, Ohio! Ohio! Back! Ohio!
To throw is Kaepernick. And able to find John Brown. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a solid run down inside the 30. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Kaepernick now to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Come on, let's go!
On first down, Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football, and the Raiders pick it up. He's at the 50, the 40, and he cuts it right into space. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from the desert after this.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go! Ohio! Ohio!
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Come on, let's go! Flex round! Flex round!
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And Gresham's got it over the middle. And he'll be down deep into Oakland territory. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 54 yards.
Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Flex round.
Now a handoff looking right. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And Bailey able to knock it through. And getting our first update now from Nashville. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go with Washington to begin the drive. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 2nd down following the run.
Here we go. Flex round.
Now this time, Kaepernick will throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Ohio. Single. Let's go.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. It's caught. Nelson. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now they try the right side here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Come on, let's go.
Here's Kaepernick. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
That's how we do it.
Here's third and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
In motion left is John Brown.
Flex round. Flex round.
Kaepernick now on third and goal. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On second down, here's Carr. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, the catch was made, put down right on the spot.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is fielded in the end zone. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
14 yards that time for number 14.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
5 yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down.
Ohio, let's go. Flex round, flex round.
Now Kaepernick. And John Brown's got it complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go. Man 38.
They go play action here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Fitzgerald. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. On play action, it's Kaepernick. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mario Edwards. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. And now Oakland ready to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Carr now on 1st down. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Shotgun now for Carr. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to look deep down the field. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Again, it's Carr. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Raiders on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be third and forever. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
On is the punter King to send it away. Fielded at the 20. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Prince Amukamara.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll start the drive with Washington. Tough running, but not a lot to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Throwing his car on 3rd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. Throwing on first down is Carr. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Dayon Buchanan coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. On 2nd down, Washington. And he'll get this one up to the 26. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, They talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game. I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taken in at the 11. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. So out now come the Cardinals. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Let's go.
They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. Caught by Nelson left side. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
Let's go.
They run the counter now on first down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. Throw left side complete. That's Simon. And he gets it down to the 32. The reception good for 7. It's third down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Cardinals on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the All-Pro, Navarro Bowman. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. On first, here's Washington. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On third down, here's Washington. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Elsewhere across the league, 4th quarter action in Los Angeles. And emerging victorious in that one, the Rams. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Raiders, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they will try to turn it around next week as they head down to Carson for a matchup with the LA Chargers. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everybody.